The long-awaited Disney Pixel RPG drops tomorrow, and I know you're all just as hyped as I am. In this video, I'll be going over the basics of the game, what it has to offer, and then we're diving into the good stuff, a tier list of the best characters so you can get a jump start on the game. So, let's dive right in. First off, Disney Pixel RPG is a unique blend of beloved Disney characters in a pixelated RPG world. The story takes place across multiple Disney game worlds, all thrown into chaos by strange invaders. Your mission? Help restore order by teaming up with characters like Mickey Mouse, Maleficent, and many more. The game features strategic, fast-paced battles with easy controls and an autoplay option for beginners. You can also customize your own avatar with Disney-themed outfits and send characters on expeditions to gather materials while you're offline. The game will be available on both iOS and Android with optional in-game purchases. Now that you know the basics, let's dive into that tier list. Here are our picks for S tier. First up is Maleficent. She is an absolute powerhouse. Maleficent's magic attacks hit like a truck, and her crowd control makes her a key pick for both PvP and difficult raids. Her ability to debuff enemies is invaluable. Definitely an S tier. Next up is Stitch. Stitch is insanely versatile. He can deal tons of damage and has excellent self-healing abilities. Great for PvE content, and he can carry weaker teams through tough battles. Then last but surely not least, we have Genie. The magic of Genie isn't just in his lamp. His support abilities and buffs can turn the tide of battle, making him an excellent choice for any team composition. Next, we move to A tier. First up is Mickey Mouse. Our favorite mouse. Mickey has a good balance of offense and defense with solid support abilities that buff allies. While he's not the most powerful, he's consistent and can fit into almost any team. Then we have Baymax. Baymax shines as a tank, absorbing damage like a sponge while also providing shields for the team. If you're looking for a reliable tank, he's your bot. Next up is Aurora. Aurora brings strong defensive buffs and healing abilities to the table. She's a great support character for PvE, keeping your team alive during long fights. While she doesn't pack a lot of offensive power, her healing and protection are invaluable in tough battles. One of the best healers in the game is Ariel. Ariel excels at keeping your team alive, especially in longer battles. Her AoE healing ability makes her a strong support in many scenarios. B tier. Good, but situational. First up is Donald Duck. Donald is a bit of a glass cannon. He hits hard, but he can't take a lot of damage. His temper might get him into trouble, but if you build a team around protecting him, he can dish out some serious damage. Next, we have my personal favorite, Goofy. Goofy is a decent tank, but he lacks the self-sustain and defensive power that Baymax or Pete offer. Still, if you need a simple tank for your early team, Goofy can do the job. Gotta get up, it's time to get going, because now we have Winnie the Pooh. Pooh is a fun pick with decent crowd control, but he doesn't excel in any particular role. He's more of a filler character, good for early game content. Now it's time for the C tier, Judy Hops. She's fast and has decent crowd control, but her damage output is a bit lacking. Judy can be useful in specific setups, but she struggles to shine in PvP. Flynn Rider. Flynn can deal moderate damage and has some useful utility, but he lacks survivability. He's a good damage dealer, but tends to fall off in tougher fights. Peter Pan. He's agile and quick, but lacks raw damage or support abilities. Peter is fun to use, but isn't essential in high-level content. Now we move to the bottom of the chain. D tier. Piglet. Piglet just doesn't hold up in combat. His support abilities are nice, but they're outclassed by other characters like Genie and Ariel. He's a fun pick for fans, but not very useful in tougher battles. Daisy Duck. Daisy has some utility, but overall her skill set is underwhelming. She doesn't bring enough to the table to justify a spot in your main team. Tigger. While Tigger is energetic and fun, his damage output isn't high enough to justify using him over stronger DPS characters like Stitch or Mickey. All that remains now is F tier. Eeyore. Eeyore is adorable, but sadly, his combat effectiveness is nearly non-existent. He's too slow and lacks meaningful utility or damage output. Pluto. Pluto may be man's best friend, but in this game, he's more of a liability. There's nothing that makes him stand out, and he's outclassed by almost everyone. Pinocchio. Pinocchio's abilities just don't translate well in combat. His damage is low, and he doesn't have any real crowd control or support abilities. Not recommended. And that wraps up my tier list for Disney Pixel RPG. I hope this helps you plan out your teams and pick the best characters to crush the competition. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more content, and let me know in the comments who your favorite Disney character is and where you'd rank them. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.